This is a certified hood classic.
We're just getting started. I know that you want it, baby. Just get on it.
Another one.
Well, what do you say we get thrown out of an Applebee's?
All rise, order is the court. And Okie, you all right? You gonna die? Thoughts and prayers.
Whatever's going on right now, please keep Okie on your mind.
Please,
and thank you. What a beautiful day. It is Friday, so you know what that means, Creed.
What?
Tomorrow's Saturday.
Thought you're gonna have something to say about Florida, maybe.
No. Florida Friday kicks off later today. Unfortunately, this is not in Florida.
I'm gonna go change my shirt.
Yeah, Creed will wear a very itchy shirt. You don't want to miss it. Florida Friday is always one of the funnest times of the week, and we hope to see you there for that, as well as members only tonight, 5:30 Eastern. Bad tattoos, Creed. We'll be talking bad tattoos. We got some doozies you guys sent in of your own. A couple that I didn't think were that bad. I'm like, these people's tattoos are not that bad, but there was one that stood out as a true work of art.
Depending on if we have time, I dug into my old email and found back in the I think that it was podcast days, not Rock 105 days, when we did a bad tattoo contest, and I had a couple of pictures.
Oh my God! Please get those over to the guys in the truck. We'd love to include those.
I figured that'd be pretty good. Sweet Tea, giving out some gifts. Appreciate it. Thank you. Good to see everybody. Happy Friday. Let's go to court.
Court is Daryl G of case 161385DS. Mr. G is here today after failing to appear before referee Snyder on September 5th, 2023. Bond is currently set at $500. This is the fifth bench warrant. He reports no employment. Last payment made on this account was in March of 2023. Front of the court recommends that a reasonable bond be set in this matter, and it be scheduled for hearing on July 24th, 2024 at 8:00 a.m. before this court.
He's not happy.
Mr. G, you're before the court charged with civil contempt of court due to your failure to appear at a prior proceeding as a result of your failure to pay child support. Purpose of this hearing.
Sweet Tea, thank you.
To assure your tenants at the next hearing on July 24th, 2023.
Gary, thank you.
Gary.
And Alex, thank you. The gifts today. Thank you. All right. No child support. He's not happy about that. He's shaking his head. Like,
I'm sure he's got a reason. Creed, this Mr. G, I believe they said his name was. Mr. G has his good reasons, and I'm sure he's going to tell us all about it. I don't doubt that for 1 second.
Bradley, a beautiful 23 months, almost 2 ski years skis.
That's right, and SummerSlam's tomorrow, so I'm pretty excited about that.
You're going to be slamming in the summer.
Hard as it can.
Good for you.
At 8:00 a.m. You will get notice of that in writing. Are you able to post a bond, sir?
No, I'm not, but I do have a job lined up. This is probably not gonna happen. Thanks to everybody, but that's cool. I can't pay what I don't have. I don't know how many times I gotta say this. And as far as me missing the bench warrants and stuff, I'm basically homeless. So my address changed.
Well, you have to change your address with the front of the court.
Yeah, exactly. I know
you don't change the address, it gets sent to the other address.
I know.
One and twin double D's, thank you.
Change my address, so it's up to me. It's my fault if I don't. But you gotta think, I'm sleeping underneath a bridge, to work at Arby's. So it's kind of hard.
All right, can we stop? There's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
So he says to the judge, "Hey, I got a job lined up."
Mm-hmm.
And then in the next breath, he says, "But it probably won't work out."
Because he's being kind of passive aggressive about it.
Yeah, then he says,
I'm in jail. I can't go to work starting Monday, most likely, as you guys say.
I kind of am homeless.
Kinda.
I do live under a bridge. I share with a young up and coming troll,
Yes.
and I work at Arby's. Now, he said,
We have the meat.
I thought you just said you didn't have a job and you were getting a job.
Slight
then
contradictions.
He comes back with he works at Arby's. Which one is it?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but no wonder why those burgers are kind of not as great as the last time. Good.
Guy under the bridge making them.
Another one. Sweet Tea, thank you, and MB right behind you. $5 Friday today.
Thank you, MB.
Thank you.
To make it down here and formally, and
Yes, Brady, that is correct. That is the way we weed out the idiots and make sure that they don't subscribe and don't hang out. And it seems to be working.
Hey, Bradley.
Or Brady.
Brady
from 99X.
Bradley. Thank you.
Bye, Bradley.
Glad you're here.
Man with a girl's name.
I like I got a car and a house, and I'm trying to avoid paying y'all. So I would love to pay y'all. I would love to pay y'all so y'all can leave me alone.
He
And like it's not like it's a lot of money here. It's a couple $100. But the notices I did not get. Said I love my children. I see my children all the time. Now we can work out some way where I can.
Wenlaw, thank you. And Brady is not happy that we take the time and thank you guys for money that you're giving us for no reason.
Thank you, Braden. And Winlaw.
Wenlaw, appreciate you.
I got other cases pending right now to where I can get out and possibly still get my job. That'll work out perfect for everybody. You get paid, I get a job. You know what I'm saying?
It's a win-win.
We won't get paid, sir. You haven't paid in over a year. So
I haven't paid a year.
You haven't paid in over. You haven't paid since March of
Checks in the mail.
2023.
So
I've had jobs.
So pay it
I've
then.
had a
What do you
job.
think?
What?
So what I'm going to do is I am going to reduce your bond in hopes that you could be released, but I'm going to set your bond in the amount of $200. If you're able to post that, you'll be able to be released. Do you have any
Is
questions?
that cash? Is that cash as surety?
That is cash. That is correct.
Is it cash as surety or just straight cash?
No, it's cash.
I won't be able to pay that.
Okay, well, we'll see
Cash
you
on the head.
for it then. Have a good day.
On the 24th.
Yep,
On the 24th. What am I being seen for?
you're seen for civil contempt of court for not paying your child support.
So what's going to happen to me then?
I don't know what's going to happen to you then. We have to wait for the hearing. You could be be in jail for 45 days. If it's
Nancy B Dog says thank you for the 4 bones. And DM Andy. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
Brantonio, thank you so much for the continued encouragement for people to send money.
Thought his name was Bob. I don't know. I'm confused.
first offense or up to 90 days if it's a second offense.
He's contradicted himself so many times.
He
To not do the 90 days.
Well,
really has.
that's all going to be decided on the 24th.
Okay, now keep in mind, I'm sitting
Now,
in jail.
Sir, you're free to
There's
go.
no way
I'm
I
not going to
can pay.
engage in discussion. We'll talk on the 24th.
We'll wait. Go ahead. I ain't got no time. Thank you, though.
What a dick.
What? This guy makes no sense. I got number time.
Now before the court is Mason King of case 183331.
I'm not going to talk any shit about him at all this entire time.
I believe he has a mouse on his head.
I think he does. Something.
Yes. Mr. King is here today after failing to appear before referee Jordan on January 20th, 2022. Bond is currently set at $625. This is the second bench warrant. He reports no employment. For the record, Mr. King has been in prison since August of 2022. Due to this fact, he hasn't had an opportunity to pay. Front of the court's going to request that the bond be canceled, allowing him to be released forthwith. and we'll just follow up with them at a later date if necessary.
Okay. Mr. King, do you understand what the front of the court's doing? They're asking to cancel the bond in this matter that allow your release. The court will follow the recommendation of the front of the court, so we will cancel your bond. That'll allow your release, and then you'll get notice at some future date of a hearing in this matter. So you're free to go. It's not going to happen right away. It's going to take probably about an hour for us to get the order to catch up.
So basically, he's getting out just in time to enter the thing for members only of the main channel.
Yeah, he's got some great tattoos. I know what he's been doing in the last 2 years. He's sitting in prison. So because he was sitting in prison for 2 years, his not paying child support is kind of like okay. But isn't he going to be now way behind, and he's going to end up coming right back in and getting arrested for that?
That sounds about right.
Good luck.
He's
I'm
definitely.
sure he'll find a job, no problem. Looking like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, he's fine. He is kind of happy though. We'll give him that.
You'll still be there for about an hour until the paperwork catches up.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Okay. Okay.
God bless.
Free to go. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you guys.
Yes.
You have a nice day.
God bless. We'll see you in church. That would be great.
First time connecting, although I'm in the building.
Oh, okay.
Nancy, thank you for connecting.
Thank you. Mr.
Right.
Shaw, in this matter, you're before the court charged with civil contempt of court due to your failure to pay child support and or related expenses. Upon a first conviction, you could be ordered to serve up to 45 days in jail. If it's a second or subsequent offense, up to 90 days in jail. Do you understand the charges, sir?
Yes, sir.
Court has appointed Mr. Sullivan to represent you in this matter. Have you had sufficient opportunity to speak to Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Mr. Sullivan, are you ready to proceed?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Shaw, I'll have you and Ms. Mouton raise your right hands, be sworn in. and we'll take some
Mouton.
testimony.
Mutan.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you are about to give shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
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 Ms. Mouton, you can proceed.
Okay. Your Honor, in the matter of Jones versus Shaw, docket 2009-2821 DP,
Oh, that's his ex-wife.
Travis Shaw is before the court for a bench warrant hearing because he failed to appear for a bench warrant hearing on September 13th, 2023. He is currently ordered to pay $86 a month for current support, $43 per month for on arrears, $3.50 for service and processing fees,
Oh, the
or
humanity.
total monthly.
I missed. Did he put up the wrong hand? Shit, I totally missed.
All right, he did fine. He's doing his
so-
best.
I can't wait to hear the excuses about these huge debts that he's in of $3.50 and so on.
Obligation of $132.50.
Oh God.
Last payment received on this docket was on July 19th, 2022, in the amount of $19.71.
2 years.
And that came through an income withholding.
Wow.
This is Mr. Shaw's fifth show cause, 12th bench warrant, and he's had 2 previous findings of contempt. I measured his complaints over the last 6 months. He should have paid $795. There was a shortfall of $795 at the last hearing, leaving him a total shortfall of $1,590.
Catch me outside. How
Total
about
arrears on
that?
this docket are $1,968.07 through June 30th, 2024. Mr. Shaw has been in Calhoun County Jail since July 9th, so that would give him credit for 8 days. And he had a prior 30-day jail sentence on September 5th of 2018.
Well,
Mr. Sullivan, do you contest or dispute any statements made by Ms. Mouton?
No, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions for Ms. Mouton?
No, I just have an offer of proof, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Sullivan.
So I've had an opportunity to talk to my client. One of the issues in this case is that he has a hold out of Eaton County with a bond that is $798. In my discussions with Ms. Mouton, I learned of this. And that bond also is related to a friend of the court matter in that county. So the defendant will, upon release from incarceration here, be taken or transported to Eaton County to address that matter. So we can, I think, safely assume that there would be at least, even if he were to get time served up there, by the time he's transported,
terrible channel.
brought before a court, there probably would be a week's time. So that would be in addition to the time that he's already served. Although technically not on this case if the court were to give him a time served sentence, but being in jail on any case is the same in terms of a punitive consequence for not paying child support in either county. So my recommendation or request is that you give him time served. The arrears, I think, is under $2,000. So it's not, although it's important to Ms. Jones, I'm sure it's not the type of arrears that we often see in these types of cases. So I think he's gotten the message from the court. He needs to get employment. He understands that. And when he finishes or resolves the Eaton County matter, he'll do just that.
Okay, thank you.
Good work, Hector.
Mr. Shaw, when was the last time you worked?
Sweet tea. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
What's your guess, Creed? You perfect stoppage. When was the last time he worked?
He ain't paid 2 years.
2 years ago, $19.
He's gonna say that he worked within the last 2 years, but we know that it was 2 years ago at least.
Under the table?
Melanie, thank you. I saw you had some questions. Fridays are always main channel.
Always.
Main channel for members only.
And it's always an extravaganza, unlike anything you've ever seen.
Always fun. And sweet tea again. Thank you for all the
and just tons of sweet tea. I'm gonna say he's gonna say I've got my thing in for the disability. He's looking for some SSI or something.
In these, I'm guessing all the cases that they talked about and all the contempt, I'm guessing is all within the last 2 years.
Yeah, and here's the thing, or it could be the length of the time that he's been supposed to pay child support. They can find him for like contempt, and then they'll allow you to pay a purge and then get yourself out of trouble for a little while, and then you get way behind again and you pay a little purge, and then you're back in. It's just like a cycle where almost if this guy was dead, his kids would be better off financially because at least they could collect Social Security or something from him no longer living.
All right. So I say 2 years, but he's going to say that he worked at some point or maybe some sort of a job. I think will come out. What did you say? What
I'm going to say he's going to play the disability angle.
Oh, I like that.
You see it a lot.
Been in Proud Steel back in 2000, like 2 years ago. And since then I've been I haven't been able to find a job, bouncing around, and just doing odd jobs for cash.
Hand jobs for cash too.
What would you say you've made on a average?
What'd you say is Creed nailed it? That's what you said.
Way to go, Creed.
Nailed it. I mean, not only did I say 2 years ago, but he's gonna say something about another job though that's not,
Creed knows his men
from your odd job.
Probably less than $1,000, $800 a month.
So 800 to 1,000.
Yeah, hit that.
And what's your education background, sir?
I have no education background, sir.
None?
You have none? You've never went to school?
Ever.
In school, I did not graduate.
I was raised by wolves.
Grade.
What was the last grade that you completed?
I'm sharing a bridge with another guy.
Pam, we love our lurkers. You know that.
Nice.
Dry heat. It is hot as hell. So I came home
yesterday was so bad. Yesterday was so bad.
These next few days, heat indices of up to 110. They said sitting in bleachers out in the sun, the metal galvanized steel.
You can just feel the moisture coming out of the ground.
Thank God there was a breeze though. Up far enough, there was like a nice breeze, so I didn't die.
Thank God.
It's getting pretty bad there. Sweet tea with Ted. See, Sweet Tea's smart. She's the only one that gives a shit about Wednesday when we do We Got a Case members only. And so what she's doing is she's padding the numbers to make sure that it doesn't go away for at least a week or two.
It is. Look, I'm going to say this, things are changing. You're going to see some changes maybe over on We Got a Case. So if you want those members onlys, you got to keep the family alive. We're on life support right now over there. Sweet turn.
What have you done in the last 6 months to acquire full-time employment?
I put my job applications into a few spots, but no one every time they go run my background check, they always deny me. So I never get one.
Whose fault is that?
I had a job.
Is your name Chris? Did you used to work at Facebook?
The dry ice company in Albion. I've had one at the GP Georgia Pacific in Albion. I had one in at Lynn Products in Charlotte, and every time I've been denied because of my background.
Okay.
Hopefully they all got past
How many
that.
applications did you say you put in the last 6 months?
I've probably the last 6 months. I don't know, less than 55.
How many?
Probably 50.
50?
Fucking liar.
Lying.
50.
Shit. Lying. It's a 50 lie.
Anything else you'd like to tell me, sir?
I haven't seen my daughter in over 10 years.
Oh.
Not that I don't want to see her, but I've seen her for brief moments when she was getting off the school bus.
Like a lurker and stalker.
And
There she is.
not long ago got a hold of me in text message.
Thank you, Cloud.
I ended up losing my number, and I had to get her phone. I lost her number, so I haven't been able to stay in contact with her. But that's all I've been able to see.
Maybe don't lose my number.
She was 8 years old.
Okay.
That dude don't want a job. He's not putting in 50. He might
Ms.
get
Jones, is there anything you'd like to tell the court?
50.
Yeah, he says he hasn't had anything to do with her in 10 years, but then he just said he hasn't heard from her since she was 8. She's only 15, so let's do some math.
Ma'am, he said he didn't finish
and like
school.
he said, she did.
No, he did. Shit, at first, he said he didn't go to school like at all, like no education whatsoever. Like never stepped foot in school at first. But oh my god,
No, his math is horrible.
My math is good though. Lisa B1, we got a case channel. I refuse to say court watch. It just sounds weird.
Contact him on her own off of a friend's phone, and if he lost his number, okay, but he has done this several times, ghosting her. He has never had a trouble on my behalf to see her. He has just never put in any effort, and as far as I know, he hasn't really tried to do anything for his children. The only time I get support from him is when he's bailing himself out of jail. I get his taxes or
my paychecks aren't working.
or the
Sarah,
Yeah, you see what happens when you don't pay for child support. All of a sudden,
See?
she can't pay for internet proper.
She'd have way better internet if this guy would pony up.
Yeah.
50 places. I don't even think I can think of 50 places to apply.
I know, right? Even in a bigger city, that's a lot of places to apply. And again, if he wanted a job, he would have had.
Especially a guy that doesn't have any formal education at all. Maybe next time before you sleep with somebody, you ask them for their, college transcripts. Just saying.
I'm not asking you to speak right now. Go ahead, ma'am.
Enjoy the shopping,
and,
John.
like, I've been able to hold employment, and I know felons can get employment. So McDonald's will take someone with a background like that. He just
Amazon.
is choosing to not support the lives he's creating. And it's just really disappointing and kind of sick. That's my view on it. She has tried to have a relationship with him several times, but he just doesn't follow through and ends up ghosting her. And that's doing more damage to my child than anything.
Okay.
I believe that.
I'm licking it.
For felons. Did I just say thank you to MB? I'm losing my mind.
You are now.
All right, MB, thank you. This one's for Brady. Brady, I don't think his son. Pamela, Brady was looking for you, actually.
Brody was just here a while ago.
Brody needs friends, I believe, Pamela. And Sweetie, go ahead. Would you okay, Sweetie? 5 more do we got?
Somebody's day drinking again.
And now we need more than 10 people there Wednesday at 5:30, just so you know.
So you know.
Thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Sullivan?
Yeah.
Well, it's certainly is unfortunate, the nature of the relationship between father and child. And it sounds like there would take a lot to heal that, but hopefully in the future, there's some reunification there so that child can enjoy the good qualities of each parent. So more relevant to this moment would be, what are we going to do now? And I think the idea would be to time serve, let him go to Eaton County, get that taken care of, and then get a job.
He's got a lot of problems coming in.
Yeah.
Well, in this matter, the court heard the testimony that, again, that Mr. Shaw has a hold on him from Eaton County, where he has likewise a case in which he hasn't paid support.
With a different woman.
Court would note that he last worked, as he stated, approximately 2 years ago. However, he has worked odd jobs where he's made between $800 and $1,000 per month. As he stated, notwithstanding that, he's not paid, and since, again, from 2 years ago, he hasn't paid in this matter, notwithstanding having the odd jobs.
I didn't catch that. So so he owes money for another child also that he's behind.
Yeah, as soon as he's done here, they're just going to move him over to another county where he has a support case over there. So again, this guy's going around spreading his uneducated seed everywhere, and
nice way to put it.
It's not good.
You know what is good?
What's that?
Sally Port.
Oh,
and Hubby's 1 year, C-word free, cancer free.
F that. Good job, Hubs. Keep it going.
Love that. Absolutely love that. Yeah, by the way, the channel by no means is on life support. We're making jokes about our members only. That just has just a couple of people there with us.
Yeah, I think 60 people have watched it, but there's only like 100 total members over there.
Right. That's what it's fine. We're just making jokes about that, which is fine too, because it is kind of fun just having such an intimate,
I think that channel's about to hit 19,000 subscribers.
That's huge. 11 beautiful months.
Churros.
He has sound like, from what he said, he's put in a lot of applications.
John,
don't know why he hasn't had any job offers or any opportunity.
I wonder.
Notwithstanding that, he still had available resources in which to pay his support obligation, and would fail to refuse to do so. And as a result, the court will find him in contempt of court. Anything else before sentencing, Mr. Sullivan?
Just recommend, as I've indicated, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, in this case, Mr. Shaw, the court could sentence you up to 90 days in jail, as it is a second or subsequent offense. You had 2 prior contempt findings in this matter.
Yeah.
Just you, Floyd, but appreciate that.
To sentence you to that much, but I think sometime it's warranted. I'm looking at the arrearage, and I'm basing it on that, as well as your prior record. What the court's going to do is the court's going to sentence you to 45 days in jail with credit for 8 days served. The court will allow you to purge yourself with contempt by paying the sum of.
Is that the take from that? Is that we've
Well, I mean, if I've learned anything, we have a decent survival rate here.
We do. You're right, though. We have had some good news from the seed world. You're not kidding. Tiny Piggy. TGIF, right back at you, buddy. One full year.
It's a big
$500. If you're able to do that, you'd be able to be released. Do you have any questions, Mr. Shaw?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. You're free.
Enjoy jail time, bud. Hope you enjoy.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you are about to give shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Next.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Okay. Ms. Barrington, you can proceed.
Thank you. We are before the court for a bench warrant hearing in the matter of Andrea Armstrong versus Terrence Welch of docket 1993-2690 DS after the respondent, Mr. Welch, failed to appear for an adjourned bench warrant hearing on May 22nd, 2024 before this court. This is an arrears only case. The youngest minor child emancipated in May of 2015. Mr. Welch is ordered to pay a total of $130.50 That is $127 per month towards his remaining arrears and $3.50 for service and processing fees. The last voluntary payment received on this case was $177 on December 27th, 2023 through income withholding. This is his 9th show cause and 5th bench warrant. He has had 7 contempt findings. I measured his compliance for the past year at $130.50, including a $200 lump sum bench warrant resolution payment. He should have paid $1,766. He paid $731, leaving a shortfall of $1,035.
He paid some though.
His total remaining arrears as of today are $5,025.61. He is eligible for food assistance and Medicaid. He was arrested and booked into the Calhoun County Jail for this matter on July 2024, resulting in credit for 11 days served. His last contempt finding was on November 3rd, 2015. He received a 45-day suspended jail sentence. The first hearing for this show cause was held on May 9th, 2023 before referee Snyder. Mr. Welch reported at that time that he had been in a car accident in August of 2022 and had filed a lawsuit associated with that.
Oh.
The referee ordered him to participate in LEAP and adjourned the matter for 90 days. Mr. Welch failed to participate in LEAP and failed to appear for the adjourned show cause hearing.
We know that's bad. That's bad when you don't show up to those things. Miss K5, we got a case. Thank you.
Here's the thing. Didn't they say the kid was the one he's paying for was emancipated back in 2015?
Yeah.
So we've been paying on these rearages for quite some time now. We're still paying. This kid's gonna be a grandparent by the time this dude finally pays off.
Listen, it sounded good when they said what, around $700, but then you find out it's $5K, and it's like, oh wow,
he's on a roll.
8th, 2023, and a bench warrant was issued. In February of 2024, a friend of the court was notified that Mr. Welch had received a significant settlement from his lawsuit. At that time, I mailed Mr. Welch a letter outlining his remaining arrears balance and a letter encouraging him to resolve his bench warrant. He responded to that bench warrant letter and made a $200 lump sum payment to resolve that bench warrant, and a hearing was set for May 1st, 2024. On May 1st, Mr. Welch appeared late for his bench warrant hearing, and because I did not have time to speak to him before court, I adjourned the matter to May 22nd, 2024 to allow him the opportunity to appear. When I spoke to him on May 1st, he reported that he did in fact receive that settlement, and when I inquired why he had failed to make any payments or pay his remaining balance.
Before we find out how much he got in that settlement, I'd like you to guess.
Was it did they say that it was an accident? Yeah, it was an accident. Oh man. I mean, if you got, is it, I'm gonna say like maybe 20K.
I'll go a little higher. I'll go like 26. But I will say thank you for 5 bones in that PP from Colinoan.
That's 5 hallelujahs. Thank you, guys. And I
have a structured settlement, but I need cash now.
500K.
I don't think it's happening. So 25, lots of 25s and 50s. We're going to put in Hector's guess is 22K because it's 22 months.
22
we'll
months.
Gary's going way up.
100,000.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, it could have been a really bad accident. Really bad accident.
I didn't hear anything about him being in the hospital. That's why I was like, 25, around 25, 26, to me is like an average payout for.
Because I don't know this guy at all, but I'm just thinking that like, hey, the lawyer said, listen, he probably could get 100K if we fight this and do this and we pay this much, but they said 20K.
Oh, by the way, it really depends on who he got hit by too. Because my son's friend, their dad got hit by an Amazon truck.
No.
That was like backing up, and he was between two cars, and it hit the car, and the car hit him, or something like that. And they offered him like, a decent little chunk because he had to have surgery or whatever, quote unquote. And he's holding out for like $3.4 million.
See, I'd have such a hard time. Like if they came to me with a big lump sum.
I think it was like at least $100,000 they offered him.
Yeah. See, I mean, if I could like clear $100K, I would think about it. Would you? Would you take it?
Yes.
If you cleared $100K, you're guaranteed 100,000.
Unless I was like in a wheelchair or something like that.
Well,
then that's
fine.
different.
That is different. How did your friend?
He had surgery, but to me it was questionable because I think he had a pre-existing problem, and it just kind of like, we'll go,
get that taken care of. And
yeah. So why not?
I mean, 3.4 sounds great. After you take out all the shit, and I mean that's a lot of fees, right? Going to the,
because you're going to keep going to the doctors. You're going to have to really, set it up.
Damn yellow paint.
I'm still waiting for them to get back to me with the footage.
I sent them a DM.
But yeah, 100,000. I mean,
I think I'd take it.
It's money on the table, but he thinks he's going to be a multi-millionaire. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now they're going to take a big chunk. That's why I set it up when I said the 100K. It's 100K and you're everything else taken care of, done, and you've got 100K in your bank account. I'd say,
yeah, just take that.
Oh, I could trust me.
Oh my God, yes.
I could live on that for a long time.
3.4 million. I would never. I ain't got that many years left, so I wouldn't even have to be that careful with it.
She's still fighting a lot of that and getting. There's a lot of back and forth with hers. She did have some. She certainly went to rehab and stuff. The rehab thing where she was because of the belt mainly, but she's still up to 2 days ago. Still getting calls from the attorney. Still working on things. Still, it was a couple of years.
From those available resources, he indicated that he used the money to pay other bills for himself and his girlfriend, and that the money was gone, and he was now looking for a job. At that time, I offered him another referral to the LEAP program, now GEMS, and he declined, stating that he would gain employment on his own. He failed to appear at the May 22nd, 2024 adjourned bench warrant hearing, and this bench warrant was issued. He did not gain employment in that time. Friend of the court would request that he contact the friend of the court within 14 days of his release from incarceration and begin paying as ordered upon his release.
So we didn't find out an actual amount. But someone went to the girlfriend. Now that would really piss me off. I'm fearing that. That would really.
Your Honor, they're no longer together, and well, her new breasts look fantastic.
Man. How much that really went to paying off debt and bills?
None.
You know it. How many vacations did we go on?
Oh, a lot.
Okay, thank you.
Did we buy a Camaro? Do you think maybe?
We started on paying on one, yeah.
Mr. Welch, do you dispute or contest any of the statements made by Ms. Barrington?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you have any questions for Ms. Barrington?
Yes. I was looking for employment. When I did have the bench warrant on me.
Okay, that's not a question, sir. That's a statement.
Okay, well, no, I don't, sir.
Okay. Old Cadillac, new rims.
What would you like to tell me, sir?
Well, I would like to apologize for no causes, no show with the LEAP programs. I was trying to get in touch with them guys, and I guess we had a discommunication.
A discommunication.
And the jobs, before I got locked up just a minute ago here with this warrant, I was, I had interviews, but I was kind of scared because they was going to throw the red flag on me if they would have seen the bench warrants on me. So I never did go back to the review. So I was already trying to get a job.
All right.
Freedom of strike, Your Honor. I knew they were going to see I had warrants and, lose out on the job. So I said,
all right.
Instead of getting that bad mouthing from them and hearing the bad news, I'll just go ahead and break.
I just finish the program.
Interviews. I had interviews, Your Honor, and
we had discommunication with those interviews too, because I didn't want anybody to,
Wasn't that a Beastie Boys album? Discommunication.
So ill-fitting suit communication. Something. Paddler, I do too. What the hell ever happened to my wife? I'm starting to wonder. Ain't seen her around in a while. Emily?
She ain't here.
But I was so scared they was going to give me the red flag for this bench warrant, so that's why I didn't pursue it.
Throwing a flag.
I'm kind of glad that I got locked up because now I don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah, it's geared off. Yeah,
coming up anymore.
Okay. Well, tell me, you received a settlement sometime, and I think earlier this year, and you didn't use any of that to pay down your arrearage. How much settlement did you receive?
Yeah, did you notice that, Kitch? I did too. That's odd.
I'm in court. I'm in court.
He thought she was in court.
So the judge is about to make him tell us how much he got.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. I was kind of bummed. Not gonna lie, I was kind of bummed that we didn't hear, but that happens a lot in court. Here's my next question very quickly though. Does he give out a series of numbers, or does he knows how much it is? Because I have a feeling he may downplay it a little bit, and then we'll get to what the number is. So we got to set up some rules here, because
I think he's going to try. Well, before the lawyer got a hold.
That's what I mean. Like we're going to get like 5 different numbers, maybe.
Maybe I don't know. I think I don't know. This guy might. Maybe he's cleared up all discommunication, and he's going to give us just a straight out answer. I hope.
Colty is in the room with me. He's laying.
Emily's been dead for weeks. Remember all that gardening?
It was 98,000. I was
98,000.
That part I was giving my children money.
98K. You guys, a lot of you were right on. Holy
98,000.
Now I really don't like this guy. If we didn't pay down any of it,
98,000.
That's terrible. Listen, 10, 20K.
A car accident. I don't hear anything about catastrophic injuries or surgeries or hospital stays or anything. I'm stunned. I know Creed's stunned.
I am. No, I didn't expect that at all, because I figured that it was a smaller amount. That's why he didn't take it. Now, there is zero excuse. Let's hear his excuses. There's no excuse with that much money.
No.
Even if he got a small portion of that, if you're paying out all the crap, I get. Oh my God.
My grandchildren's money, and no, I know I didn't give any money out to the courts. I was giving it to my children's. I was giving it to my grandchildren's, and that's why I didn't make any payments on that end of that. Because I was already giving my children money, my grandchildren money, and the mother of my children money.
That don't count, brother. That don't count. My girlfriends.
Anything else that you'd like?
My girlfriends.
I would like to just get another chance there to, get out here and try to find a job so I can take care of these payments.
Okay, well, your history in this matter is somewhat dubious, sir, and it's clear
dubious.
You're not getting employment. You're not participating. You didn't participate in the LEAP program previously. You declined to participate in the new GEMS program in this particular matter. That you received a settlement as you stated, of $98,000, and you paid nothing with regard to what was owed in this particular matter. So I'm not confident that you have any intent, notwithstanding what you profess to be the case. In this case, anything else you'd like to tell me, sir?
No, sir.
Well, clearly the respondent did have substantial sum of money, the $98,000 from his settlement earlier this year, notwithstanding the fact that his arrearage matter is just over $5,000. He could have easily have paid off the arrearage. He failed to do so. And I think
with the children's
history
16 times
contempt findings, that he has really not much interest in taking care of these matters, notwithstanding when he has substantial money to do so. The court will therefore find that he's not paid out of available resources. He's failed or refused to comply, and he is in contempt of court. Anything before sentencing, sir?
No, sir.
Well, the court notes previously, back in, I think in November of 2023, he had a 45-day suspended sentence in this particular case. Notwithstanding receipt of a suspended sentence, you've continued to not pay, et cetera. So again, obviously enforcing a sentence and suspending it has not produced the desired result of accomplishing any compliance in this matter. I could sentence you up to 90 days in jail. I'm not going to do that, but the court does believe that some time is warranted. This time what I'm going to do is I am going to sentence you to 45 days in jail with credit for 11 days served. I'm going to put in place a purge amount of $1,500. If you're able to pay that, you'd be able to be released. Otherwise, you'll spend the time in jail. Do you have any questions, sir?
No, I don't.
Okay. You're free to go. Have a good day.
So if he stays in jail, he doesn't owe that other $1,500, or you get out and
No, if he stays in jail, he'll still owe the $1,500. Hey, a sack rider. And by the way, guys in the truck, not a single next today. What are you doing back there?
Dry segging all day.
What happened to sack rider? He looks rough.
He had a bad night before, and he's shaking a lot. I think he's deprived of something really bad today. He's not having a good day.
I hope his mom brings him lunch on the toilet today. He's got his laptop on the back of the
37th Circuit Court is in session with the Honorable Brian K. Kirkman presiding, calling case 2024-844 PP Deborah Shepard versus Kevin Shepard. Today is Friday, July 12, 2024 at 9:10 a.m.
Good morning to everyone. Court will note the appearance of Mr. Sackrider on behalf of the respondent in this matter. The court does note the PTO coordinator is present for purposes of observing these proceedings. Mr. Shepard, in this matter, I have to advise you of various rights that you have. You have the right to be apprised of the violations, and in this case, it's alleged that on July 11, 2024 at approximately 10:03 p.m. that you in fact were present at the residence of the petitioner in this matter, that being the address at 23350 27 Mile Road, Springport,
I
Michigan.
wonder how long that is.
284, in violation of the personal protective order entered on March 19, 2024, effective through September 19, 2024, which bars you from being on premises occupied by the petitioner in this matter. You have a right to contest the charges. You have a right to an attorney, as the court has appointed Mr. Sackrider.
We're creed framing for the first time today, I see.
Slightly, but not bad. So this old dude's somebody's got a TPO or PPO, whatever you want to call it, against him. Obviously it's not KC because she's here and he's here. little old to be out breaking nose, isn't he? Just slightly. And is Sack Rider okay?
That Sack Rider is not okay.
He's extra twitchy today, and he hasn't
Yeah.
shaved. He's a bit disheveled. Always kind of thought about like this bathroom here, like maybe he had like a gambling problem, so like he'd run into the casino restroom to do court.
To do
in
court.
between out there, you know. Come on, Dad needs a new pair of shoes.
He's not the only one that we've had thoughts of that before.
He's an interesting guy.
You have the right to remain silent and not have that silence used against you. You have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to confront witnesses. You have the right to call witnesses and ask that the court would compel those witnesses to appear in the event that they do not appear. Mr. Sackrider, how is your client pleading in this matter?
Your Honor, I've not been able to speak to him this morning, so I would refer to him whether he's going to enter a guilty plea or not guilty plea.
Okay. Mr. Shepard, in this matter, are you contesting the proceedings in this matter, or are you pleading guilty?
I'm pleading guilty, Your Honor. Could I?
Okay, hold on 1 second before we get that.
Yes,
Let
sir.
me ask a couple
Yes, sir.
things. Mr. Shepard, I do note in the original, in the PPO, it does list your address as the 23350 27 Mile Road. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, it does.
Is that your address currently?
Yes, sir, it is.
And Mr. Sackrider, just for your information, I note that the address that is listed for the petitioner was 23356 27 Mile Road, not 23350 in Springport.
Is he gonna get off on a technicality?
Or have an incompetent
The petitioner
camp-
respondent here lived on the same parcel and two separate trailers before this PPO was entered.
Okay.
Same lot, 2 trailers.
Okay. Well,
He has a 60-day suspended sentence that he's gonna have.
okay. Well, he's serving. There was in this particular matter, Mr. Shepard, a conviction back on April 26th.
Tight Rider's chasing the dragon.
Where you were found in criminal contempt. You were sentenced to 60 days.
Imagine if it goes black for just a second and it comes back and all you see is like
he's going, he's flipping out. Like everything that's been done so far has been done by the old dude. The Sack Rider don't know shit. He's like, hey, what do you want to do? You know, he has no idea what's going on at all. I don't think.
Have we ever seen him quite this flustered?
No,
I don't think
ever, ever.
He's not doing well.
For 4 days, 30 days suspended sentence in this particular matter. So I don't know if you're in jail on that. Mr. Sackrider, what I'm going to do is, based upon what's said, I'm going to enter, obviously, because there's some issues here, I'm going to enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf, as there is some confusion if in fact he was, as the police reports show, at 23350, which is where the incident apparently occurs. That's his address. It is not the petitioner's address. Her address being 23356, not 50. So
yeah, remember
think
that technicality we were
this
talking
matter,
about?
Mr. Sackrider, you'd want to have a hearing to at least clarify those particular issues and those points.
Understood, Your Honor.
Okay. What happens is, what I'll do is I do have a hearing date.
Just gonna let him plead guilty. The judge had to come in and save
Right,
the day.
the judge, the dude did plead guilty, correct? He did say it. Okay, and then we found out that they haven't had any communications whatsoever because, well, Sack Rider was very busy last night, obviously.
Damn it, Kevin. Get it together.
Good for the judge. Got his shit together. He knows what's going on. Sees the difference. So the understanding is the dude was at his address.
Mm-hmm.
at his address. Now, a very similar address down the road is the other person where he allegedly was not at.
Same parcel of land, just different addresses.
Oh, good luck, Chris. That is awesome. That's one thing that's great about growing up in upstate New York. This was demolition derby season. Now you know what we got to do? We got to wait on Derby coming up from the Gulf now.
Oh, mean Debbie.
Yes.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Matter, Mr. Shepard.
Yes, sir.
The prosecutor has asked for an adjournment. And what I'm going to do is Judge Johnson has set the matter for August 2nd, 2024 at 9:30 a.m.
Pussy.
The court will
Pussy.
again proceed and have the
Derby.
hearing on that particular day.
Debbie.
Jewelry.
Next thing we have to do
Jury?
is we'll have to address bond. Mr.
Shopping cart.
Sackrider, do you want to address bond in this?
Shopping cart.
Yes, Your Honor. I would ask that my client be given a reasonable bond in the amount of $200. I have spoken to my client in the past. He is aware of the PPO. He is aware there is to be no
Judge just lets him out for nothing.
And that
I
he
would.
has shown through all previous hearings.
If there's that
for
much
all
of
those
it,
reasons,
I
we
would.
ask that a
$200
reasonable bond be put in place. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Shepard, if the court did follow your attorney's recommendation of setting bond at $200, are you able to do that, sir?
Sir, I've never failed to come to court anytime. If I took personal recognizance, I don't have any money right now.
Granted.
Your Honor. The matter that is in front of you right now, Your Honor, is being not protested, but Mrs. Shepard is trying to repull the.
I understand that. I understand.
And
that.
it was on March 29th, on July 29th that we were to see the judge on this matter.
The court is aware of that. The court did see that there was a petition. I'll just invite you, Mr. Sackrider.
Bangers.
Petition filed as
In
he
the UK.
stated for July 29th, in which the petitioner has sought to cancel and vacate the personal protective order. Were you aware of that, Mr. Sackrider?
I was not aware of that.
No surprise there.
My client be given a
Shocker.
conditional no contact.
The guy just did his job. He just got the judge.
Mr. Shepard, what the court will do is the court will grant your request. I'll set a $0 amount bond.
There you go.
In this matter, which means you will not have to post a bond.
Sackrider, you're doing great.
Be able to get out, provided I don't know what's happening with the other finding of criminal contempt in this particular matter. But I'll set your bond in the amount of $0 with the idea and let you know you have to follow that personal protective bond until such time as it's vacated. You understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay. So that's what will be the order of the court. We'll set a $0 bond. You'll be able to
Damn Sackrider.
go out and take care of the paperwork, and then that should allow you to be released. Anything else, Mr. Sackrider?
No, nothing further.
Okay.
Did wow! Holy shit, massive! We own property, adjoining property there.
There's my place right there. As a matter of fact, real big, near the big crater. Thank you guys in the truck, and the letters are floating around, and
We're effing today.
F it, brother. Wow, I see why we couldn't get any necks put in. They're spending all this time shooting shots of the moon and effing people.
And effing people. Did Sackrider did he even say anything when his client said guilty?
Yeah, because at first he's like, I haven't talked to my client. I'm just going to ask him, does he want to do guilty or not guilty? And he says, I guess guilty. And judge is like, let's not do that. And then Sackrider's like, 200 bones, please. The guy's like, hey, judge, look, I've never failed to show up, even though Sackrider's not going to tell you all this. And that TPO is about to be taken down here at the end of the month. And, I know Sackrider's not going to tell you this. And he gets himself out.
Oh my god.
He did Sack Rider's job better than Sack Rider.
Oh,
Sack
that
Rider
was
was just on another planet.
That was so good.
Damn it. Sack
That
Rider.
was so good. Miss K, I used to think that it was going to be so cool to go to a bus demo. They're freaking terrible. They're not strong enough to crunch each other. They're so strong. And same thing with when they had these shit. What are the big tractors that have a big thing on the front? And combine. And combine demos also. And they're not that great either. They don't really crunch up any. It's a shame. You would think going to a bus demo would be cool, right?
Yeah, they blow apart. But I
No.
still like the one where they drag the camper behind them.
Yeah, no, that's great shit. That's really good stuff.
Caravan races, I think they're called.
Yeah, no, I love that. Send me your Money Express. Sweet Tea, number 1. Sweet Tea, number 2. Gary, Alex, MacTayak. One and twin double T's. Thank you, Sweet Tea again. MB, Wenlaw, DM Andy, Nancy C, Nancy J, Sweet Tea, Melanie, welcome. Sweet Tea with the huge ass gifter.
Oh, I'm telling you, like massive.
Cloud, Lisa B, MB in honor of Brody. Sweet Tea again, can't be stopped. Sally Port, thank you. Colin Owen with Sapipi, thank you. Miss K, thank you.
Thank you. And don't forget, we got our illustrious members only tonight where we're going to, Creed, we're going to play a game a little bit. I'm going to have some bad tattoos, regrettable tattoos, and I've mixed in tattoos sent to us by our beautiful viewers. And you're going to have to try and pick out which ones are from a viewer.
Oh.
I won't tell you how many there are or anything like that. So we're going to play a little game with Creed and see if he can pick out your tattoo.
Was that me or is that Mikey?
What happened?
You sounded like the one lady's internet to me.
Well,
that could have been me though. So
very well could have been me as well.
You sound like you look like you're creeping. For me, you're creeping.
There's a massive thunderstorm going on outside my house right now.
It's you, I guess. So.
Well, I can't believe you can't hear it. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and call it a day around here. If you would, go back and watch some of our old court. We had a court premiere this morning about 9:00 a.m. Go back and watch this. This lady is convinced that a court clerk is now following her around town. Would like it escalated to a higher court. That's a real thing. As well as you're all about to be redirected to a premiere that's happening where you're going to see Judge Stevens so pissed off over this lady that he's been dealing with for 16 years. What did she do? Why is she still there? All that and more happening. And then, of course, Florida Friday at 4:05. It's going to be amazing. It's an amazing thing. Did you stay safe? Stay hard. Real hard. And stay tuned because Debbie is coming to town. We'll talk more about Debbie later. Bye now.